Hello and welcome back to Retrotainment Recast. Don't adjust your sets. This isn't for the love of horror. Or this isn't for on the slab tonight. Although this is something we've seen on the slab. This is the boys from For the Love of Horror tonight in the guest episode. Normally we have 3 guests, but unfortunately we haven't been able to do that this evening. So I'll be going solo, and the 2 boys will duke it out for bragging rights. Gents, how are we? Neil,
good,
how are you?
I'm still alive, mate. All good. All good.
For now, you haven't been killed on Instagram yet.
It's always good to be alive.
Yeah, I've seen the little bits of abuse that have been coming on Instagram.
I love it.
You're still here.
I absolutely thrive off it.
Yeah, sure. What can you do? You can't please everybody.
I know. The shame is they won't say it to your face, innit?
Yeah. Wait, but you'll still see them there in November anyway.
Oh yeah, and they'll be up my ass. Is what it is.
They'll be your
Always
best friend. Friends to the end.
Ben, how are you?
I'm doing good, brother. I thank you very much. How are you?
I'm here. I've been off work today, so it's been grand.
Good.
Midweek days off work, great.
Yeah. You can go to the cinema with absolutely nobody around.
I wish. Not when you have to pick the kids up.
We're going for Aliens Day tomorrow.
Oh yes. I forgot so
jealous.
That.
You know what?
Yeah.
I end up getting stuck. I get stuck in work anytime any of these come out. I missed the Jaws one. I missed the Godfather one.
We've managed to nab a few. We've done Jaws, Predator, Aliens tomorrow, Halloween a few years ago, and they didn't tell us.
And Trick or Treat.
Yeah, we've done Trick or Treat. Remember Halloween had a documentary on before it, and they didn't announce it. We just sat down. It was this half-an-hour John Carpenter thing. It was really good.
Awesome. Anything with John Carpenter is just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. He's the master. He's the
what they need to do is, it's a couple of years, 2 years now from now, they need to do Big Trouble in Little China.
That's my favourite Carpenter film.
That's my favourite Carpenter film as well.
I'm still the thing or Halloween, but they're all top tier for me.
Right, speaking of Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh,
I don't want to. No. So Neil, do you actually want any points tonight?
I'll send the post out that.
I'll win by default.
While you're there and you have that, I have this bad boy.
Let's have a look.
The only movie figure that I owned.
Move it that way a bit.
Kurt Russell.
Oh shit! Yeah, Belter.
Jack Bain.
Yeah. Ted, obviously one of the other judges, got it for me for my birthday last year.
That's right.
And he said he got it for me because he was getting one for himself and he couldn't not get me one.
Very cool.
Oh yeah, if you can maybe wrangle some of them guests. I know it's not quite horror, but that'd be swell.
We had Al Leong a couple of years ago at Sci-Fi, didn't we?
Yes, we did. The Wing Kong
Hatchet Man.
Yeah.
He's the ultimate hatchet man in everything.
Yeah. The ultimate 80s henchman, we call him.
He added me on Facebook, didn't he? A couple of weeks later.
Did he?
Yeah, he's dead nice.
But obviously that's a different movie. This one wouldn't have been anything For the Love of Horror if it wasn't a horror movie, really.
Exactly.
We did him and hawed around a couple of movies. We eventually settled on this one. We were going to go with the original one, but it might have just been too long and too hard to do. So we went with the 2004 Dawn of the Dead, the Zack Snyder one. How did you just find this, gents?
Well,
for me, it's top 3 opening scenes in horror.
Bold statement. What's the other one? Ghost Ship.
Yes.
Ghost Ship is number 1.
Ghost Ship's awesome. I'd say Scream is the number 1 opening scene in horror. Ghost Ship's up there, and this is amazing as well.
See, the only thing I'd say is the opening scene in this is a little bit longer than most of the scenes.
Yes.
I mean, like, Ghost Ship was 2 minutes and about 60 people or 100 people killed.
This is like a short film, isn't it?
Yeah. And then the rest of the movie was just atrocious.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
But Scream, obviously the most infamous one because it was the big name character taken out almost instantly.
Yes.
This had a really good one and a really creep. The one thing I never understood about this is, right, the two of them come home and they're on the job and whatnot, and they go to sleep. They don't freak out that little girl just walked into their house at all.
No. But it seemed like one of those keep your doors open neighborhood, yeah. These days to be worried she'd have a gun.
But like, she just walks in, like they've gone asleep, so they've presumably been asleep for a while, and she just walks in as if nothing's happening. And she was just like, "Your man's like, are you all right? You be getting poked around." Get the fuck out of my house now.
Get a banana off the face if it was my house.
I answered, we're from Liverpool, man. Wouldn't be at the end of the bed. She'd be out the door with the telly.
Yeah, absolutely. Or she'd be in the bed with her brother, one or the other. Jeez, now that might get us kicked off. But as it says, so I gave you 10 to do, lads.
Yeah.
Normally with guest episodes, it's sort of 7, and then there's the 3 tiebreakers if needed. This one we might go to 9 and then use 1 as the tiebreaker, the sheriff, because I told you had to get creative with it.
I'd rather go.
I went. I think mine's pretty obvious, to be honest.
I reckon we've done the same.
I couldn't think of an obvious person for it, really. I really struggled, but I got a really good one in the end. And I have a list there from Ted as well, who was one of our other judges. So
I'll be surprised if none of us have got the same one.
We'd be interested to see then.
Where are we starting?
Right then. Do you know what? The smallest role in this would probably be Luda.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Luda.
I tried to go for someone with similar, like, miserable, like, eyeliner eyes, and the first person that jumped to mind for me was Natalia Dyer from Stranger Things. Played Nancy Wheeler.
Okay. Mine was Kirsten Ritter from Breaking Bad.
Oh, see, I did think her, but she's too old for the character. I tried to do it by age.
I didn't check ages, to be honest. I just thought look alike.
No, I did.
I understand that. I can see that. I more so see Ritter there, but so Ted had where's Luda on that list? Annalisa Cochran from Cobra Kai. You know, the one that goes out with Dimitri?
Yeah.
The young blondie one.
Yeah.
Well, she's blonde now. He went with her. I went with a little outside the box. I went with Emily Ratajkowski here.
Okay.
I mean, like, Luda's pretty good looking as well, even if she's ridiculously pregnant in it, and ridiculously fakely pregnant. But yeah, I went there, something different. And then on the show, when we were making the list last night between the 3 of us that were supposed to be here, we did settle on Annalisa Cochran. Just kind of kept it going in and around the acting world, because obviously Emily hasn't done a whole lot.
No.
Jesus, I think Kristen Ritter's going to get the point on that one. I think it's a good show.
I'd argue that she's just that little bit too old.
I'd argue that movie screen magic makes everyone look 10 years younger.
No,
unless it was Al Pacino in Kill the Irishman.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'm gonna forewarn you. I've based a lot of mine on people who are about the age of the original actors.
Normally we do. Now, the only thing is, within saying that age, Kristen Ritter's 41 years of age.
And that girl was 22 when she filmed it.
So I think you might have just stolen the point back.
No, but how old would she have been when the movie come out? That's what I'm thinking.
We're recasting it for now.
But she's still 22.
She looks amazing, but she's...
You can't start throwing age into got the point back. He's already given it to me. That's gone now. That's in the bank.
All right, okay. All right.
Yeah. No, I'll leave the point where it is, because technically, if you're 40, you can still be pregnant. And she does look young each.
She's incredible looking still.
Yeah. I mean, if I get to 40 and somehow look that good, you'd be doing well. Just ask Ben there. Right.
Take that as a compliment.
It was a compliment. I actually don't know how old you are, but we went with that
38.
one. Close enough.
Yeah, it's not far.
Close enough. Right, so we've gone Luda. Do you know what? We'll go with one here that the name matches someone from one of my favorite movies in Dog Soldier. So we're gonna go with Terry here.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just
Just
go
to be
back
different.
to the list. Yeah.
So in the original film, it was Kevin Zegers or Zegers.
Yeah. I wasn't even going to attempt to say that name.
So I didn't realize he was like a Disney Channel kid when I was looking into him, and I was
He
thinking
admitted it, like,
who's like a younger actor these days. Obviously, he's a little bit older than Kevin Zegers was at that point, but like your teenage type of actor. I went with Dylan Minnette, who was in the Goosebumps movies and is in Scream 5. He's Wes in Scream 5.
he looks. He's a big tall guy, isn't he? Yeah.
He's like
Correct.
thin and young, yeah.
I went for Evan Peters, a bit obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That's very obvious and might be too big for the role.
Too big for the role, yeah.
Well, you know. if
I
we're
mean,
going
I've
for
seen
an
him. I've seen him
ensemble
take. I've seen him take the role in X-Men.
That's
That's
true.
what I mean, you know. I thought we were going for an ensemble cast, but you know.
We are, yeah. Right. Right. I will tell you who we have here. So I had on my list. I had Dylan Sprayberry,
Interesting.
who was in Team Wolf and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, do you want the bad news before thing? Leicester just scored. But the good news for you is you're going to be 2-0 up. The show agreed on Dylan Minnette as that was Ted's pick.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? It's 1-1. Whoa, it's 1-1.
I know it is
Or
1-1.
did he steal a point in the end?
Well, I mean, he's from Liverpool, so he might steal a lot more than just a point.
Oh, I thought it was 1-1.
It is 1-1, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm only winding you up there. It is 1-1, and I'll just show you there now. Where is Dylan Minnette?
I like the fact that someone else had the same thought process.
I actually thought it was a brilliant pick. I never even thought of it, and then when he said it last night, I was like, "Yeah, perfect."
That's crazy. That.
I don't know if you can see it there.
Yeah.
I trust you. Don't worry, I trust you.
Yeah, normally when we're doing this as a weekly episode, we have a group chat, so we send in the picture if there is a draw. But that was a good shout. Now, I thought Ted was onto a winger there. No one had gone near, but it's a good pick, Ben.
Yeah,
it's a good pick. And there was me thinking, oh, Grant, Dylan Sprayberry, yeah, Grant.
Well, he's a good shout as well.
Yeah. Right. What we'll do now is we'll go CJ here.
Okay, let me
just
check.
make it a bit different.
Cornel, I'll let you go first.
So
yeah,
I went for John Bernthal.
Ooh, Big John.
I just see him starting off as the obnoxious, and then his character arc ends up, you know, being a good guy.
So as soon as I was looking at this, CJ, Michael Kelly, great actor. Do you know who popped into my mind? And it's because I've worked with him recently, but Stephen Ogg.
Oh, that's a good shout.
I do like
Stephen Ogg. And he's
got
that super intensity.
We done a Heat episode a good few weeks ago, and you know the guy who rats them out in Heat. I put Stephen Ogg there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man, it's getting even worse for you. It's 2-1 Leicester.
Really?
Yeah.
Sip a beer for the working man.
Sorry, folks. We have the game on in the background. Oh no, he's offside.
Hey, thank God for that.
Steve Ogg is a good show. I'm probably gonna have to tell you who we have.
Go on.
So CJ, Ted had who did Ted got for CJ? He had Daniel Brawl. Obviously, was in Marvel and stuff.
Yeah, he's a good actor. German lad.
Now I had a backup that I thought was really happy with. I had Matthew Lillard as a backup here.
Okay.
But I had Frank Grillo as CJ.
Oh,
yeah.
Similar to John, I think, just above the styles.
Yeah,
I think it would be. I think I would be going John Barenthal here.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go 2-1.
Good shout on Stephen Ogg, though.
Yeah.
Well,
I do like Steve Ogg.
He's visually similar as well, but
yeah. He's and you know what? Listening to him when he's talking in the likes of Grand Theft Auto and stuff, he's good. I just don't see him. Anytime I've ever seen him in stuff, he tends to play a bad guy the whole way through.
Yeah.
Might be the only thing.
Definitely got a lot of comedy in him that he's not using as well. Like when I researched him for that Q&A, Jesus man, the stuff he's done like for Broad City, like he's a comedy genius waiting to be unleashed.
I have heard he's very good at like ad-libbing stuff off the cuff and just out there.
Really, really funny guy.
Yeah. So it's 2-1.
Yeah.
Little bit of a recurring battle going here. Right. 2-1. 2-1. Where do we go? Right, we'll go Ty Burrell's character here in Steve.
Right. Okay. Do you want to see who you've got, Neil?
This is my absolute outside the box one. Johnny
This was a
Knoxville.
random one. Well,
I can just see him having the exact same characteristics. He's a jackass type character straight away. I didn't even think of anyone else straight away. Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah. For me, Ty Burrell, very good comedy actor. Have you ever seen Modern Family? He's hilarious.
Isn't he?
Very funny, Phil Dunphy. And I was thinking sitcom actor who's got film pedigree who can play a creep. I went with Glenn Howerton, who is Dennis in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch that.
Oh man, he's in. He's got cameos in both of the Crank movies. He's top tier comedy creep.
You're gonna be in some issue here because I don't know who that is.
I don't even think he's been in anything else.
Normally, if we don't know someone, the point goes to thing. Even if I don't like the pick, now don't get me wrong, Johnny Knoxville isn't a bad pick. I've seen The Hunt.
Is he? Yeah, he's in The Hunt. He's the douchebag in The Hunt.
I think Johnny Knoxville is an absolute cracker, mate. That was like
I like it. I like Knoxville. I think Glenn Howerton is very much a Steve type of character in a lot of the stuff he plays. I'm shocked you've not seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia though. It's vile. It's amazing.
Do you know what? I tried to watch it. I watched the first 3 episodes, and there was that episode where they were taking all the high school kids to the prom. I was like, "What the fuck is going on with this?"
Oh yeah. It's dark and weird, and the first season, the worst.
It was like the abortion one, and I was like, "No,
yeah,
this one, good luck." I might go back to it and see.
Honestly, season 1's tough. Season 2, they bring in Danny DeVito, and it just goes.
Oh, he comes in early, does he? I didn't realize he comes in that quick.
Yeah, he plays their Glenn Howerton's dad. Really, really funny.
Do you know what? I might go back and start again. I need something else to watch. I started The Sopranos as well, so I need something lighthearted around the background.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So I had another Teen Wolf actor here. I had Tyler
Hoechlin.
Yeah, that lad.
Yeah. He's
That's what I put in there. But Ted and it was Superman, yeah. Ted had an absolute belter that we decided on for the show, and Ben Barnes.
Yeah, that's out.
Yeah, I like Ben Barnes.
The Punisher.
Yeah.
Remember him as he played Dorian Gray. He's really good in that.
Was he Dorian Gray? Was he?
Yeah, in the 2009 version. Yeah.
The solo title Dorian Gray.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I remember seeing it when it came out. I haven't seen it. I don't think I've seen it since.
Yeah, I think I did the same. I watched it, enjoyed it, and was like, yeah, right.
It's gonna be 3-1 to Neil here, Sheely, because I don't know the other guy.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
fair
I've
enough.
seen I've seen The Hunt, and it didn't really stick to anything.
I'm trying to think if he's in anything else.
I just
Too
looked up the
late, you
IMDb.
can't call it back.
I looked up his
You're
IMDb there. There's not a whole lot that I know of. Fool's
AP
Paradise is
Bio.
due out this year. Oh, he was in Everything Must Go as well with Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
That was good, actually.
yeah. You see, honestly, when you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I'll expect a text. Do you know what? I'll give that point back.
What happens? You'll end up losing by a point now. Watch and be like, I want that
That'll
point
be
back. Right. So that was a good show with Knoxville. Unfortunately, I didn't know the other one, so I couldn't
It's all
really
right.
base it on anything. Right. So Steve's gone. Terry's gone. Luda is gone now. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I have a 3-1, and that's 4. So we've 3 left to go, theoretically. So what we'll do is we'll move into the big 3 and see how we're scoring it, and then we'll move on. So we will move to Kenneth here, who was Ving Rhames, probably the biggest name in the movie.
Yeah, it was at the time, definitely. Yeah,
by a mile.
Yeah.
Mackay Pfeiffer was up there, but yeah, Ving Rhames definitely the big dog.
Yep.
You could have said, now you blew that. I'm taking the point away already. You could have said he was the Diamond Dog.
Oh,
I love Ving Rhames. I know.
Well, you
I know.
may see a Con Air actor in my list somewhere.
Okay.
Ooh, I am
Who-
fond of Con Air now. I am. I do like Con Air.
Who have you got for Kenneth?
I'll let you go first.
I wanted to keep it in an African American actor. Obviously, I didn't want to change too much. I went for Sterling K. Brown, who is in Black Panther. He's in This Is Us, and he's in The Predator. I think he's an
The
excellent
shit
actor.
one.
Yeah, the shit one. Yeah, but he's in Black Panther at the start. You know, Michael B. Jordan's dad that gets killed in Los Angeles. The very start, he's been selling out the Wakandans.
Yeah.
I was going to go for the obvious Terry Crews. But I
Yeah,
decided to go a bit more star power with Lawrence Fishburne.
Ooh, Lawrence Fishburne's fucked me up a few times.
The only thing with Fishburne for me is he's too old to be on DC.
I've mixed the rules up a little bit by not
Do you know
going to
who I
what
did?
they are now, what they were
Do
then.
you know who I did think of putting in? Omari Hardwick.
Yeah, he's just not big enough. Like,
Well, not physically, yeah, but also he was in Zack Snyder's other zombie movie, so I left him out.
yeah, he was, yes.
What other zombie movie did Zack Snyder do?
Army of the Dead.
Oh,
With
the
Batista.
Netflix one.
Yeah, with Big Batista.
Funny
Have you seen it?
enough,
It's good.
funny enough, Omari Hardwick is on my list.
It's if you've never seen Army of the Dead, it's well worth your time. It's basically a sequel to this.
Yeah.
See, now you're
It was
going to
written
be.
as a sequel.
Oh, all right. I'll have to go and watch it. I remember when it came out, all right.
It's good. It's good fun.
I must give it a watch. It's 3 hours long or something, isn't it?
It's basically he's remade Aliens as a zombie movie. Basically,
I do like Aliens.
yeah.
Funny
One of
enough,
the
though, Omari Hardwick is on my list.
Yeah.
You can already
I
see
reckon.
where it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big Power fan, and he just reminded me of him.
Right. So I think he's about missed an easy trick here. Both myself and Ted had Mike Coulter here.
Oh, yeah. You win. It's got to be Mike Coulter.
Yeah, that's even
Yeah.
more obvious than Terry Crews.
Can't.
And then as a backup, I had Laz Alonso, who is MM from The Boys.
The Boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of those are perfect.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think Mike Coulter is the one.
Yeah, I do as well. Now that you've said
it is gonna be 3-2. I think Lawrence Fishburne's a bit too old to be an on the street cop.
Yeah, I've messed the rules up a little bit, so he's probably going to take over on a couple here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sterling
Lawrence
came
Fishburne was
down.
good though. Maybe 10 years ago he would have been perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, like there was a whole host of them you could have put in there. Really, like Mike Coulter, Idris Elba was another big one you could have put in. But
Mike Coulter would have been spot on. To be fair.
Yeah.
We were quite happy with that one last night. Now I must say. Coulter, right? So 3-2, 5 gone, 2 to go to run the 7, and then we have the potential for 3 extra if someone wants to gamble or it's a draw. Right, we'll go Michael here.
Michael.
Yeah.
Jake Webber's character from the original.
He was the most annoying cunt I've ever seen in that movie. He was brilliant in it.
I'm gonna change mine on the fly because because the rules have messed up.
Who did you have?
Steve Buscemi.
No.
But obviously, I was putting it 20 years ago.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you said it in the present day.
My new one is Adrian Brody.
Okay. I went with Jensen Ackles.
Adrian Brody.
Jensen Ackles from Supernatural and My Bloody Valentine and
too big. He's too big.
And the boys.
And the boys, yeah, he's a TV actor, which Jake Webber was a TV actor with bit parts in films. Obviously, Jensen Ackles is much more successful, but
yeah.
Jensen Ackles, he was very good actually, as an addition for what the fuck was his name in the boys?
Oh, he was the Captain America type of character, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Homelander.
No. Homelander is Anthony Starr.
Yeah.
He was Homelander's dad.
He was like frozen in time. It was like Captain America, wasn't
it? Yeah. Well, yeah. Right. So I'll allow you to change because it's not going to matter. On the show, we had Jensen Ackles as the pick. I thought it was absolutely perfect when I got it.
I'm happy with that.
Ted had Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Just miserable enough.
Just miserable enough. Right, lads. Now, before we go to what could potentially be the last pick of the game, because it's going to be the most, it's going to be a point. There's 4 points available. Do you want to gamble to the 10?
Yeah, of course we do.
Yeah.
I mean, if say Neil had been 7-0 up, there's no point. I would have just asked you, but we can carry it on then, and I'll leave Anna till the end if you just want to gamble it.
Yeah, always in for a penny, in for a pound.
Yep.
I mean, we're here now. It's 3-all. You know what I mean? 4 picks to go. It could still be a draw.
Yeah.
Right. Then what we'll do is we've got Nicole left. We've got the sheriff. Andre and Anna.
Yeah. Okay.
So before we move on, then how he is fixed for this? Who he's happy with the last 4?
Oh yeah. I'm fairly confident in my last 4.
The look of fear sets in. No.
Yeah. Go on. I'm down. Let's roll.
We're gonna pull the punches, right? We're gonna gamble, folks. We're gonna gamble. Right, and what we'll do is we'll go Nicole here.
Okay.
Who was the annoying female character in this?
Lindy Booth.
Yeah. Now,
Karen Gillian.
From Jumanji?
I like.
Yes.
I like it. I went with Lily Reinhart from Riverdale. And she's in that Jennifer Lopez Hustlers movie about the strippers.
No. I'm gonna have to look up who that is because.
Have you not seen Hustlers?
Oh,
no.
You know what that means? Default. I don't care.
I have to look and see if I know who it is from something.
She's in Riverdale. She's the blonde one in Riverdale.
I mean, I can shout up and ask my missus, is she a good actress? Because she's seen Riverdale.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
She was in Charlie's Angels. I've seen that.
I think it was a cameo in that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've seen The Good Neighbor. But you're going to be in trouble here again now.
Still
I
outside the box.
I probably would have been potentially taking Karen Gillan because she annoyed the fuck out of me in Jumanji.
Yes, that's why I picked her.
So for us we had Ted had Andy Michalek from Halloween,
Okay. That's a
who
good
was
choice.
obviously the main in Halloween.
Yeah.
And now I had two, and I only just knocked one off my list just in the last few minutes. Both of mine were from Terrifier 1. I had Jenna Kennel and Catherine Corcoran, and I stuck with Catherine Corcoran as the annoying one.
Okay.
But the show decided on, between us, the three of us, we decided on Andy Michalek,
Yeah.
who I think was a
good
good show.
I think if you'd seen Riverdale, possibly you'd go with Lily Reinhardt, but
I have no idea who it is. It was 100% not my kind of show.
First season's really good. Second season's a slasher movie, and then it just goes off the rails.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said.
Really?
Something similar to that. Is there 4 seasons of it, is there?
I think it's like 7 now. I gave up after 2. First season is like a Twin Peaks style murder mystery, really good cast. Season 2 is like the Black Mask Killer, and then it just shite. Skeet Ulrich and Lachlan Monroe both in it.
Yes.
Skeet's in it?
Skeet's in it,
yeah. Skeet's in it, yeah. Skeet's really good. Honestly,
I'm still not going to go and watch it.
Season 1 and 2 are very much worth your time, and then that's it.
You're still not getting the point, Ben.
Luke Perry, Skeet Ulrich. Oh no, I'm fine with that. I think you're missing out by not watching that first couple of seasons.
It just never seemed like the same. I couldn't get into Sabrina when that came out, and just them kind of shows don't really. But yet I somehow liked the whole 6 seasons of Teen Wolf.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's always something that gets you.
Maybe it was because Crystal Reed was in it. I don't know. New guest idea?
I know she is.
Didn't she do Wales a couple of years ago when we were there?
She did, yeah.
Yeah.
She also done that horrendous movie with Donald Faison, Skyline.
That was awful.
Man, I interviewed the special effects guy from Skyline. He went on to direct Skyline 2, and then they completely changed it up and had Frank Grillo.
The second one?
Yeah. Beyond Skyline. So like I think he wrote the first one and did the effects, and then when the directors left, he took over. So the second one is like Frank Grillo and Iko Uwais from The Raid fighting the aliens.
What the
fuck? Nobody had the thing on his arm, like the magic glove thing.
Yeah, Liam O'Donnell's name is. He's a top guy. We interviewed him 3 years ago for Super Nerds. He did all. Do you remember Iron Man 2 when they go to court and they're showing all the video footage of the other Iron Men from the different countries? He did that as well.
Deadly.
The RoboCop 2 stuff is like when they're showing all the practice versions.
Oh, jeez.
Very cool. And someone's in the suit and the top turns around, but the legs stay where they are. Just snaps them in half.
Saw-esque.
Yeah.
Twister. Right. Well, we'll go for Andre here.
Okay.
Mine was Omari Hardwick.
Mine's Michael B. Jordan.
Too big.
MBJ and Omari.
Mackay Pfeiffer was big at the time, man. He just done 8 Mile.
Yeah.
So you were saying that Army of the Dead is a sequel to this, is it?
Yes, apparently so. It was written as one anyway.
Yes, and he did survive in the film.
He survived in Army of the Dead.
No, he survived in Dawn of the Dead.
No one survives in Dawn of the Dead.
No one survives in Dawn of the Dead.
They get eaten on the island.
Yeah.
Depends what one you watch, though.
No.
It doesn't actually show you them die. Doesn't show you them die.
It
Oh,
just shows you
sorry,
the
they
zombies.
starve. One or
Doesn't
the
tell
other.
you that. Doesn't tell you that.
Now, the only issue that runs now is because he's in the sequel, can he be in the prequel?
That's true.
Doesn't tell you what year though. But it's obviously going to be linked, isn't it?
But it's going to be a
Tom
different
Savini
character.
is in Land of the Dead.
As a
not
zombie.
forget that.
He's in Land of the Dead as the zombie of his
Yes,
character
he is.
from Dawn of the Dead. That's true.
So timelines can stay on. Just
I
saying.
think they're all loosely linked anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Who
I
did
don't,
you guys have?
I don't really like either of those, to be honest. Who did we have? I had.
Let's do it on the fly pick then, seeing as though no one's going to get the points.
One of you are going to get the point. Has to get the point. Otherwise, you are going to be held out of it. Andre, I had Lakeith Stanfield here.
Oh man, what a shout from Knives Out, and gosh, he was in
everything else now.
Yeah, he's sorry to bother you, but he's in the Death Note remake as well.
I didn't know there was a remake.
Oh man, yeah, it's a Netflix remade Death Note, and Willem Dafoe was the demon.
No.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. It's on Netflix, I think, what it was.
Adam Wingard did it, who did Your Next, The Guest, Kong vs. Godzilla.
Wingard's deadly as well.
Yeah, it's honestly, it got loads of shit at the time, but I quite enjoyed it.
Give Ben the points on that one.
For MBJ.
I'm happy to donate the point to Ben.
All right. Well, I would have been going that way anyway because of the way we normally do the rules. That because he's in the sequel, it would have been things. So we're 4-4 with 2 to play, lads.
Okay.
Right. Now, this is where it could get thing. So we're gonna go with the sheriff here, right?
Okay.
This is where he's had to get creative, proper creative, because like the character does nothing really at all.
No.
And the only reason Tom Savini was the thing, I'd say, was because he done the effects for it, and because he was in the other ones. But
mine was someone who's cameoed in a lot of films, Danny Trejo.
Okay. I actually had three picks, but one, obviously I've got to narrow it down to one. So I picked David Leroy Anderson, who isn't an actor. He's actually the special effects guy for Dawn of the Dead 2004. So I thought I'd go with a really outside the box choice. You should get creative. So I thought he's got a mustache in the picture I saw of him. Let's go for that. The other 2 choices that were outside the box that I chose to ignore was Rob Zombie and Greg Nicotero.
Greg would have been a great show, actually.
Yeah. If you actually look, hang on. Greg was my first choice. Oh gosh, maybe disappear. Greg was my first choice, but David Leroy Anderson was the special effects guy for that film, and I thought, what an Easter egg.
My audio okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yours has gone a bit muffy because someone just tried to call me.
Oh, sorry, man. Wasn't me.
Bastard. Go on, name and shame them. Who's calling you in the middle of a podcast?
My mother.
Oh, we'll let it off.
It's Mammy Hibbert. I thought you were going to say it was Danny Trejo ringing you.
He has got your number, to be fair.
Yeah.
I know the idea you were going with David Leroy Anderson.
Yeah.
But I can't give that point because I've never seen him do anything.
No, neither have I. I just want. You said be creative, and I was creative.
I think Danny Trejo's perfect.
No, he's good. He's a good show. He's
like,
just got nothing to do with Dawn of the Dead.
I mean, he had nothing to do with Anaconda, and he showed up in that.
Exactly.
He's
exactly. He is a king of cameos as well.
Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah.
Obviously, he just appears in such random things, doesn't he?
That's why imagine it. You're sitting in the cinema and he pops up. You go, "Oh my god!" And then he's off. He's gone. Done.
Yeah.
But he was in that one with Desperados with Banderas as well with the knives.
Yep.
Remember?
Man, what a film.
So 5-4. The potential for a draw is on,
Right.
which is
okay.
has happened on a guest episode before. Our very first guest episode ended in a draw on Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay. Who did they have as Freddy?
Kevin Bacon.
That's who I had.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was now. It was
Billy Bob Thornton.
He'd have been alright, yeah.
No, it was not. But that would be a bad show actually. But I'll tell you who we had as the sheriff. So Ted had Matthew Lillard here as the sheriff,
That's a good shout.
but I think he might just be too young to be a sheriff.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like 50. He's like 50.
Then again, yeah, that's what he said to us afterwards. But I had Kevin Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you could picture him being an arsehole sheriff. Just shoot him in the head and throw him in the fire.
He played an arsehole sheriff in Cop Car, didn't he?
They filmed that.
The guy who
Yeah.
made Spider-Man Homecoming.
I mean, he plays an arsehole in almost everything.
Yeah, yes he does.
Just look at him in Hollow Man.
Yeah, oh man. Well, I would if I could, but he wasn't there.
Yeah. Oh no, his penis was there a couple of times.
That's hollow penis.
Paul, he had to get that in there, didn't he?
Rona meets her baby. Oof.
Right.
Beautiful.
Down to the last, lads.
Go
Down
on.
to the last.
I'm
Go on,
happy
man.
with my pick.
Huh?
Who've you got?
Samara Weaving.
Oh, you might have done me. I had Micah Monroe from It Follows and The Guest. I think she looks more. She's got a look of Sarah Polley. She does more independent films like Sarah Polley.
Sarah Polley is now an Oscar winner too.
Is she? Yeah.
She won an Oscar for something there. The Oscar's just gone.
She directed, didn't she? I think it was a short film or something. Or
She won an Oscar.
produced something.
And then on April Fool's Day, her kids wrote her a handwritten letter, told her that they were the Oscar ceremony people, and they gave her the wrong award.
Oh, no, you're right. I saw a picture of her in a suit. Yeah, like a tuxedo. Yeah, I do remember that.
Samara being Lou fights back, like Ready or Not, you know.
Do you know what? I only watched that for the first time there at the start of the year.
Great film. Brilliant
It was
film.
fucking brilliant. And like the two maids getting shot in the face and everything was gas.
Yeah.
Like that had to be a little throw to Pulp Fiction. Dude, you shot Marv in the face. So we had a couple here. The names got batted around. We narrowed it down. Ted had Chloe Grace Moretz here.
That's a good shout.
As the thing, and I had Lauren Lavera.
Oh yeah.
Look, I'd have picked Lauren Lavera, yeah.
That was the first name that I put down, and that was it. I was stuck on that.
I was thinking Sarah Polley was like, what's she now? She's like 45. So she's like 24. Trying to go for someone that's in, yeah.
So when I done that as well, I kept kind of close stage, but they couldn't be too young because she's a nurse, so she's obviously gonna have had
so about 24.
4 years of college, 4 years of med school. So you're talking somewhere, 25 onwards. Like easy pick probably would have been Jenna Ortega, but she's too young.
She's too young, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I kept her off the list because she's just too young for anything.
If she could have got away, you could have got away with putting her in maybe as Nicole. But
I was tossing between her and Lily Reinhardt and like Luda, as well.
That's what I was looking at.
But like, it's just unfortunate the way it is. We are going to have a winner. It's going to be 6-4.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
I don't particularly know you won from It Follows. I didn't watch it. Well, I watched some of it. Now it's terrible.
Man, she's in The Guest as well. Adam Wingard's The Guest. She's the sister. Works in the coffee shop.
Is that her? Is it?
Yeah. She's really good. And she's got a look at that Sarah Polley, doughy-eyed.
I mean, Sarah Polley was probably meant to be the next big thing in horror when this came out. Really,
she was an indie actor. She was a child actress and did indie films, and then I think he almost immediately disappeared off. I've only seen her in Splice.
That was awful.
It was weird, wasn't it? But again, that was like a Canadian independent-y weird movie.
She went into writing, didn't she?
Yeah, I think she always did, but like she proper went for it. Like,
Isn't it funny when you look at it throughout the years? There's certain actresses that come along and we're like, oh, these are the next big thing in horror. Obviously, you had Sarah Polly was meant to be one. Amber Heard was going to be the next big one, but she turned out to be a weapon.
man, all the boys love Mandy Lane is tremendous.
Yeah,
Yes.
The Ward as well, the John Carpenter one.
John Carpenter one, yeah, his last
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Doesn't get a whole lot of love, but I liked it.
Yeah, no, I watched it. And
Ghost of
enjoyed it at the
Mars.
time.
Ghost
Yeah,
of Mars is good. Well, it's not good, but it's good.
It's
yeah,
good.
it's good fun.
It's what we want. Shit, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good fun.
And then obviously like him and Craven had the same kind of trajectory throughout the years. Amazing movies for a certain point, and then just started to drop a little bit. But yeah, it was just thing. And now obviously you're seeing Melissa Barrera come out of Scream with that Bed Rest, the new Scream. Jenna Ortega is obviously just in superstardom at the minute.
The people who made the radio silence, who made Scream and Ready or Not, are doing a Universal Monsters movie with Melissa Barrera.
Yeah, that's the one. I was the one who said it, that it's going to be Dracula's daughter.
Oh, you said, of course it was. Yeah, is that so? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Is that
So they said it. So what I read was it's going to be Dracula's daughter.
I still watch it.
Which is kind of strange timing. Obviously, rising into the media coming out as well now.
And Renfield's just been out. That was a Universal one.
Renfield, yeah. I haven't seen Renfield.
The horror circle turning again back to vampires.
Yeah. Renfield was good fun, and when everyone was saying about Nicolas Cage's look in the film, it sort of establishes that he was playing the Bela Lugosi Dracula, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Shows clips at the very beginning of that movie.
I have to. I haven't had a chance to get to the cinema to watch it, so
it's good. It's the writer of The Walking Dead and the director of the Lego Batman movie, and it sort of lands right in the middle.
And a few good cameos.
Yeah,
What a random pairing that is.
Yeah, Robert Kirkman and Chris McKay.
I like Chris McKay now. He's a good director. Now, obviously, directing a cartoon movie is a bit different, but I mean, like,
Lego Batman's hilarious.
Yeah.
Lego Batman film is absolutely hilarious.
But, gents, why don't you tell us a little bit about For the Love of Horror before we go, or what you can that the lads don't know?
Yeah, probably about 10 guests at least. Obviously, we got offers out. But we're confident we're going to get back signed. So expect your big. I don't like saying big fandoms, but at the end of the day, everyone classes the big four, don't they?
Yeah.
So expect
I have it as 5.
Yeah, expect to see guests from pretty much all of the big franchises.
Oh.
So who's the 5 for you?
Scream.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
And then Texas Chainsaw.
See,
even though they're not very good, most of them aren't very good, but
Hellraiser, Chucky, I would have.
Yeah, see, I'm not a huge Hellraiser fan. I like the character, I like the Cenobites and Pinhead, but I don't like the movies. I don't like the movies really.
They're too weird.
I find them. No, I don't really mind the body horror and stuff. It's just not for me. Yeah. Chucky, I never really got into. It was just there.
I took my time in the Chucky films. I liked Bride of Chucky, but I didn't bother with the others. And then it must have been late teens, early 20s. And I was like, oh my god, these are. I've been sleeping on these.
No, my sister has said it to me. She's like, you need to go and watch them all again. I says, I don't really. I says, as much as I've watched them all, I've probably seen them more than you have.
Yeah, I love that first one. When I went back and revisited it, when I finally realised it was like a black comedy. I love Chris Sarandon.
Yeah, he's obviously a guest this year as well.
Yeah, can't wait.
Chucky and Fright Night. And Jack Skellington.
And the Princess Bride.
And the Princess Bride, yeah, of course.
Guested it, or judge on the show, Carl Sherlock will love you for that one. It's one of his favourite movies. We actually recast that one of the first couple of episodes as well.
If you do Big Trouble in Little China, give me a shout.
Oh,
We've done it.
Ah, bugger.
It'll be due out in a couple of weeks.
who did you have
Any
playing? Oh,
Dog
no, sorry.
Soldiers?
I'll definitely hit you up for Dog Soldiers.
Yeah.
I'll try and get Janine on and do a triple tray.
Oh,
Yeah,
of
that'd be
course.
good. Yeah.
Haven't told her that yet, but now I've said it on the screen. It's got to happen.
She'll be fine. Something tells me she'll be fine with that.
Yeah.
Something tells me she'll wipe the floor as well.
Yes, I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Either
But,
she
yeah,
either wipe the floor with us or just read out the original cast word for word.
What happens? I don't care about losing 7 or 8-0. It's over. It was perfect as it was. But gents, this has been an absolute pleasure. Have you got anything else coming up apart from For the Love of Horror? Obviously, we have the other For the Love ofs.
Yeah,
Not much, no.
No,
Monopoly have got a lot of great stuff this summer. Obviously not necessarily stuff that we're always working like, but Manchester Comic Con's going to be pretty special from what I understand.
Yorkshire, which is a new show. Northeast and Newcastle, that's a new show. Yeah, got a few big things coming up. I'm just waiting to book me Halloween 45 convention tickets to go to LA.
Yeah,
at the end of September.
Nice.
That's my plan this year. So.
And we've just got me and Neil have just got tickets for the Eurovision opening party in Liverpool.
Yes.
Which isn't
so
very
expensive as well. I couldn't believe it.
£2 a go, but we're getting to see Frankie Goes to Hollywood come back and Atomic Kitten amongst others.
And the Lightning Seeds.
And the Lightning Seeds, yeah.
I don't think I could think of anything worse to do than go to the Eurovision, to be honest, lads.
Oh no, so it's not the Eurovision.
When he said the Lightning Seeds are £2, I'm in.
Yeah. Lightning Seed, big outdoor concerts, Lightning Seeds, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, loads of Scouse bands.
As in Nick Cave? Oh, that's the bad seeds, isn't it?
Yeah, Lightning Seeds, they sang Three Lions with the Deal and Skinner, but they did like Lucky You, things like that.
Well, that's something, I suppose.
Yeah, it'd be alright.
I'm not a big music person anyway, so.
I'm not really. Ben's a gig guy. I'm a cinema guy.
If I end up at a gig, I like going because I like pints. I mean, the last gig I went to was Fozzy, just before the original lockdown.
Oh yeah.
No, sorry, it wasn't Fozzy. It was Tenacious D.
Ah,
3 days before the lockdown hit.
Was it good?
It was awesome.
We went to see the Midnight.
The who?
They did some of the Midnight, like an American synth band. They did some of the soundtrack for Terrifier 2.
Oh,
really good. I only knew one song and he didn't play it, but I enjoyed it.
Was it the Clown Cafe?
No, do you know when Long
from Terrifier?
When she's getting ready in the bedroom at the start of the film.
Oh yeah. I only watched Terrifier 1 again there yesterday, so I'm gonna watch the second one again now during the week.
Good stuff, isn't it?
But lads, it's been a pleasure to have you on tonight. Thanks for taking the time out to come on. And the guest episodes are usually fun, and it's obviously a lot different this time because we don't have the two other guest judges with us. But we'll definitely get you back for return battle. Away leg, we'll call it.
Anytime, yeah.
I'll take this victory very, very, very calmly. You know, I know Ben's gonna come back with more well-known people next time.
If he'd seen Riverdale and It's Always Sunny, I'd have wiped the floor with you.
As for the champ on the night, you hold the bragging rights until we do this again. You can post what you want. Just wait till the episode comes out.
Yeah, I will. All right, I'll see you soon, boys. Take it easy.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot.
Ta-da.
Cheers, man. Take it easy. Bye-bye.